Prepare to be shocked by the staggering impact of stroke-related deaths around the world. Annually, stroke mercilessly claims the lives of millions, leaving families shattered and communities devastated. It's a silent epidemic that demands our immediate attention. Every 40 seconds, a stroke strikes someone in the United States. It's a race against time, where the consequences are dire, and within every fleeting 4 minutes, a life succumbs to the clutches of this ruthless assailant. But we refuse to stay silent, and in this video, we unravel the 10 warning signs of stroke, empowering you to take charge of your health, especially before it's too late. Knowledge is your armor, and early detection is your shield against the unforgiving grip of stroke. But before, let's demystify stroke in simple terms. A stroke occurs when the blood flow to the brain is disrupted, often due to a blood clot or a burst blood vessel. This interruption deprives the brain of essential oxygen and nutrients, causing brain cells to be damaged or die within minutes. The consequences of a stroke can be significant, leading to various impairments such as difficulty speaking, weakness, or paralysis on one side of the body. So by understanding the basics, you'll be better equipped to detect stroke early and seek timely medical intervention, which leads to the first symptom. Number 1. Sudden numbness or weakness. One of the most unmistakable and closely linked symptoms of a stroke is the sudden onset of numbness or weakness, typically affecting one side of the face, arm, or leg. If you or someone nearby experiences this sudden loss of sensation or strength, especially on one side of the body, it could be a clear warning sign of stroke. This symptom occurs due to the disruption of blood flow and oxygen to the brain, resulting in impaired function. Recognizing the gravity of this symptom and taking prompt action by seeking immediate medical attention can potentially save lives and minimize the long-term impact of a stroke. Number 2. Difficulty speaking. Another distinct and closely associated symptom of a stroke revolves around the formidable challenge of difficulty speaking or understanding speech. When the ability to communicate becomes compromised, it is crucial to grasp the gravity of the situation. Disrupted speech or comprehension often accompanies a stroke, resulting from the disruption of vital blood flow and oxygen to the brain, leading to impaired function. When the brain's language and communication centers are affected, it can result in challenges in articulating thoughts, forming words, or comprehending spoken information. This impairment is typically caused by damage to specific regions of the brain responsible for language function. Just imagine the frustration and confusion of struggling to express your thoughts. Number 3. Severe headache. One of the most unmistakable and closely linked symptoms of a stroke is the sudden onset of a severe headache. If you or someone nearby experiences this intense headache, especially when it strikes suddenly and without a known cause, it could be a clear warning sign of a stroke. This symptom occurs to the disruption of blood flow in the brain, leading to increased pressure within the skull. It is important to recognize the gravity of this symptom and take immediate action by seeking medical attention. Prompt intervention can potentially save lives and minimize the long-term impact of a stroke. A severe headache associated with a stroke is distinct from common headaches. It is often described as the worst headache ever experienced. What sets it apart is its sudden and forceful nature, without any known triggers. It is important to note that this type of headache is frequently accompanied by other stroke symptoms, such as numbness, weakness, or difficulty speaking. Number 4. Trouble seeing in one or both eyes. Trouble seeing in one or both eyes is a significant symptom closely associated with a stroke. If you or someone nearby experiences sudden vision problems, particularly in one eye or both eyes simultaneously, it could be a clear warning sign of a stroke. This symptom arises due to the disruption of blood flow to the brain, affecting the visual pathways and resulting in visual impairments. It is important to note that these visual disturbances occur abruptly and without any apparent cause. If you encounter trouble seeing in one eye or both eyes, it is crucial to take immediate action. Contact emergency medical services or seek prompt medical attention to ensure a timely evaluation and appropriate care. Number 5. Loss of balance and coordination. A significant and clear symptom closely related with a stroke is loss of balance or coordination. When a stroke occurs, many people suffer a sudden and significant difficulty maintaining their balance, which is commonly followed by mysterious dizziness or an inability to efficiently coordinate their motions. This symptom is caused by a disruption in blood flow to the brain, notably the areas responsible for balance and coordination. It is critical to pay attention to these changes because they can occur unexpectedly and without obvious cause. Number 6. Facial drooping. Facial drooping, a sudden drooping or weakness in one side of the face, is one of the most obvious and distressing symptoms of a stroke. This visual transformation serves as a classic sign of a stroke and should never be taken lightly. It represents a profound imbalance in the facial muscles, where what was once a radiant, symmetrical smile becomes visibly uneven and one eye starts to droop. Usually, This facial drooping occurs due to the disruption of blood flow to the specific area of the brain responsible for controlling the facial muscles. And when a stroke happens, it can disrupt the delicate network of blood vessels that transport oxygen and nutrients to this region, resulting in muscular control loss. As a result, one side of the face may appear slack or droopy, while the other side moves normally. Number 7. Nausea, vomiting, or stomach pain. Nausea, vomiting, or stomach pain can also serve as red flags for a stroke, despite not being widely recognized as typical symptoms. If you suddenly find yourself engulfed in a wave of intense nausea, experiencing unexplained bouts of vomiting, or enduring persistent stomach pain, it's crucial to consider the possibility of a stroke. While it may seem perplexing that these symptoms could be linked to the brain, there's a scientific explanation behind it. When a stroke occurs, disrupting the normal flow of blood and oxygen can have ripple effects throughout the body. The brain's blood vessels, responsible for supplying essential nutrients and oxygen, including the digestive system, may be compromised. As a result, abnormal gastrointestinal sensations and discomfort can arise. Therefore, the comprised blood flow and oxygen delivery can create disturbances within the digestive system, triggering sensations of nausea, vomiting, or stomach pain. Number 8. Unexplained and persistent hiccups. Unexplained and continuous hiccups might be atypical, but a notable indication of a stroke. While hiccups are usually harmless and temporary, having them without a clear reason and for an extended period of time should be cause for concern. Hiccups are caused by a quick contraction of the diaphragm, which results in an abrupt closure of the vocal cords and the characteristic sound. However, their persistence may be connected to the damage of neural processes that regulate the diaphragm's rhythmic movements in the context of a stroke. Hence, when a stroke impacts the cerebral areas responsible for regulating this mechanism, it can result in the occurrence of persistent hiccups. Number 9. Severe fatigue. Severe fatigue can be a significant and often overlooked symptom of a stroke. Feeling an overwhelming and unexplained exhaustion, as if your energy has been drained, or experiencing a sudden loss of strength in your body, should raise concerns and prompt further investigation. As you may have discovered, fatigue and weakness can occur when a stroke disrupts the blood supply to the brain, and when a stroke affects the blood's vital areas that control these functions, it can lead to a sudden and pronounced feeling of fatigue or weakness. Just imagine a power outage that affects the functioning of multiple appliances in your home. Similarly, when a stroke occurs, it can disrupt the intricate electrical signals and communication pathways in the brain, causing a sudden and profound drop in energy levels and muscle strength. Number 10. Difficulty swallowing or sudden change in taste. One of the final symptoms of a stroke can be difficulty swallowing or sudden change in taste. While these symptoms may not be as commonly associated with strokes, they should not be disregarded, as they can serve as important warning signs. The disruption caused by a stroke can lead to difficulties in the swallowing process, making it uncomfortable or even painful to eat or drink. Additionally, a sudden change in taste, such as experiencing a metallic or bitter sensation, can also occur due to the disruption of the brain's sensory processing. The intricate network of nerves and muscles involved in swallowing and taste perception relies on the proper blood flow and oxygen supply from the brain. So when a stroke interrupts this vital supply, it can result in noticeable changes in swallowing ability and taste perception. However, if these symptoms have raised concern, I encourage you to click on this video and explore effective strategies for lowering your blood pressure, thus reducing the likelihood of experiencing stroke symptoms in the future.